Last night I wrapped up on season 3 of Daredevil, and holy crap, what a ride this season was. For big chunks of these episodes, I was thinking, is this going to be my favorite season of superhero television ever? You know, and just as the news of Iron Fist is dropped and Luke Cage has been canceled, and so everything's up in the air. We don't know if Netflix and Marvel are going to continue their partnership. We don't know if this is going to be the end for Daredevil as well. But it is a mostly fantastic season. I was loving the rise of Bullseye. I thought the performances were fantastic. Vincent D'Onofrio returns as a spectacular Kingpin with all the menace and all the Machiavellian kind of deftness of his performance. You just know he's outsmarting everybody, including the FBI. I think what really stands out in this season is this tale of these two FBI agents that kind of go in separate ways. One of them goes on to become Bullseye, and one of them becomes this really troubled FBI agent that has been compromised by Wilson Fisk and his tendrils throughout every aspect of New York commerce. It was really, really complex and really well crafted. It really felt like I was watching one of the best comic stories I've ever read, you know? It was fantastic.
Have a little faith in me.
Bullseye is kind of examined. We have this whole backstory that he's just this twisted guy that has had all kinds of trauma befall him, and he's had therapists that have tried to help him, but he just can't get out of his head. He can't cure himself, and so he's got these psychotic tendencies that just overtake him, and he's also magnified his abilities over time, so he's just able to pick up anything, which is true to the character, anything around him, and turn it into a lethal weapon. And the way that that's exemplified in these scenes, the choreography in the show is spectacular. It's just so fun to see. I mean, it's hideous, it's awful that he's just picking up a pencil or a stapler or whatever off of a desk and killing people left, right, and center. And there are some just barbaric scenes in the show, which is par for the course with the Netflix Marvel stuff. I had a laugh thinking to myself that the blood budget for Daredevil and all the Netflix Marvel shows would be bigger than like a season of Electric Playground. You know, it's just, they must spend so much money just bloodying up the different actors in this thing. All of that stuff was just amazing. I thought that was great. But I think the other element here that was really impressive for me was that they made Karen Page and Foggy Nelson leap off of the page, and they made these characters really rounded. I was having issues with the way that Foggy's character was kind of represented. It just felt like a little hammy and a little too forced and in our face, but this is a Foggy Nelson with maturity, and you know, he's making all the money that he wants, and he's rising in the ranks as a lawyer, but he's still really haunted by his attachment to Matt Murdock and doing the right thing, and you know, also has all of this anger and resentment towards what Fisk is doing to his city. And same with Karen Page and her, you know, investigative skills and all of that. I just thought it was amazing. I just thought all of that stuff was great. And of course, the standout is Charlie Cox, too, as our Daredevil, as our hero. He's got big crisis of conscience moments all the way through this. He's really questioning his faith and the people that he's surrounded himself with. He has to come face to face with betrayals and face to face with, you know, lots of people letting him down and feeling like he's got to carry the weight of the world on his shoulders alone. And he does it well. I mean, he jumps from the unbelievable amounts of action and adrenaline-filled kind of, you know, combat moments that he's got to play for real. Like there's this 11-minute sequence that he has to bust out of a jail where the camera doesn't cut, and it's phenomenal. It's some of the best work that we've seen in any of the Netflix Marvel stuff in terms of stunt work. But he's also got to get the drama right, and he does it. He's a terrific, terrific lead in this show.
Darkness only responds to darkness.
It comes apart a little bit in the last 2 episodes, and I was a bit bummed out by that because the build-up from episode 1 to episode 11 is spectacular. You just feel like, how is this going to be resolved? How is this escalation going to be resolved? They almost do it. I mean, it's somewhat satisfying, but it just felt like it sort of fizzled out instead of left with I don't know, any exalted thing. And one of the things that I would say if Netflix and Marvel continue their relationship is that I would really like to see these characters just own their costumes and really become these heroes. It feels like every one of these arcs, it's a lot of origin tale. It's a lot of like figuring out how to get to be that hero, and the same thing is true here with Daredevil Season 3. Charlie Cox never puts on the Daredevil outfit. I want them to fully embrace their hero-ness and see some of these costumes fully realized. but that's just the comic nerd in me talking. This is still great TV. I will be completely shattered if Daredevil ends up, being one of the canceled shows on Netflix. I really hope that doesn't happen. I'm going to give Daredevil Season 3 a 9 out of 10.